Ear, what it dooski, Teddy Brewski, what's the deal? Shaquille O'Neal, what's the word, Larry Bird, man? It's your boy Reactions. We back with another one, Remo's Reactions TV. First and foremost, I want to make sure I take time out, thank the Most High for another day. And we had to get back at it, man. Get to this content, man. It's hot out here in these YouTube streets. Can you hear me? Pardon my voice, man. Busting my brother ass in the game yesterday, and my shit Lord was yelling. But anyhow, man, if you're new to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe. Most importantly, subscribe, please, and thank you. I'm on the road to 5K, 10K. We're gonna spike it up at 25K. Keep this good content coming, man. And eventually we're gonna start branching out to other things too. But there's new information, it's a lot going on. Big U, WACK 100. It's a lot, man. And this is traploresross actually pressing WACK 100, in a question fashion. You hear me? So yeah, man. No further ado, the stage is set. If you're new to the channel, please get down and get busy on that comment and them likes, man. And make sure you subscribe, man. Appreciate y'all. I love y'all. So let's get to it, man. With no further ado.
traploresross got his first taste of the great West Coast press. During a No Jumper podcast, WACK 100 got really heated and pressed traploresross, even calling him a bitch. Things got really bad. Their beef actually started long before they sat down to do the podcast. Their beef actually started a week ago when Adam and WACK 100 had a conversation on the No Jumper News, and Adam brought this up.
Yo, WACK, what's up with the screenshot that traploresross sent me of you begging Big U not to kill you?
That's cap. That's an AI.
It's in the indictment. It's in the indictment that you were saying.
Yo, WACK said that's cap. That's AI. Hey, yo, look how quick he said that's cap. That's AI. And then Adam quickly rebutted with it's in the paperwork. The document.
Their beef actually started a week ago when Adam and WACK 100 had a conversation on the No Jumper News, and Adam brought this up.
Yo, WACK, what's up with the screenshot that traploresross sent me of you begging Big U not to kill you?
That's cap. That's an AI.
It's in the indictment. It's in the indictment that you were saying, don't do this. My wife, my kids in the car. Draws. Don't do this.
That's not a text message.
No, it was a real-life conversation. Henley recounted to Victim One an incident in which Henley and the Rolling 60s gang members chased down WACK 100, attempting to hurt him. There's 15 to 20 N-words with us with hoodies tied down.
WACK 100 was not feeling that traploresross sent Adam a screenshot from the Big U indictment of that particular excerpt. Now, what was not discussed was traploresross sent Adam and a lot of us just a string of screenshots. One of the screenshots just happened to be something that included WACK 100, but he sent us a bunch of screenshots because he also read the full indictment. So WACK 100 made a mental note. He wasn't feeling it because he felt like traploresross was trying to set him up or trying to embarrass him. So when they were doing the podcast, you could tell from the very beginning there was some friction, but it didn't really get discussed. Now, it did come about, though, when they began to discuss the DNA. Now, you could tell from WACK 100's first response to traploresross asking about why him and 600 discussed Big U's DNA being found on the deceased Rayshawn Williams. WACK 100 response to traploresross sort of told you from the very beginning he wasn't feeling him.
When you started bringing up the whole Christopher Lovejoy DNA story that everybody was talking about, right? Like
he was only able to do that story because I set it up to be done.
Okay, but what I'm trying to say is like
you do that a lot, Trap.
Did you expect?
Hold on, Trap. You got to correct that.
No, let's go.
You do that a lot. You're a foreigner guy out there, and you be talking about our shit like you know what you're talking about. So if you was really watching it, Lovejoy didn't grab it until it was on the internet. So now you got to ask yourself, how did it get on the internet?
Let's talk salary.
Great. What do you typically offer for this role?
It's competitive.
And if it was a number, it would...
So how did it get on the internet?
WACK is hot.
Right?
If I'm traploresross, I'm a little weary, bro. I'm a little concerned here. Because for the most part, traploresross' internet presence have been void of any embarrassing moments. Now, there are like old clips of traploresross in the past with like the 6ix9ine hairdo and the skits he used to do. But for the most part, he really hasn't been in any type of real conflict online. I think the most we've seen was like the Tay Savage and traploresross thing, but that was a skit. So when You're Trapler Ross, and you've been able to avoid, for the most part, any type of conflict. Being put in a situation where, you know, you're essentially being called out or being called out your name, which we will soon hear.
See, the thing about that, right? He still has an opinion, whether it's in another country or not. There's YouTubers all over the world. So shout out to traploresross. I do not own this content. You know, that's my disclaimer. This is for educational entertainment purposes. And this is Poetic Flacco. Make sure y'all go over there. My fault. I forgot to do that at the beginning. Dang. But nah, Trap Lord Ross, I mean, he has the right to talk about stuff. And, you know, and WACK has a right to, you know, give his opinion too, because he's also right. Like, you know, you talking about stuff over here, you live way across over there, and you making mad bread. So, you know, I don't know, man. Reactions.
It's kind of like, that's a little dicey, right? Because you have built your brand on sort of being this stoic reporter guy. Once you start getting pressed on camera one too many times, bro, people start losing respect for you and it starts getting bad. But his question to me was a fair question. It wasn't really too bad, and he didn't really get a chance to get the question off. But WACK 100 stopped him and got an attitude because WACK 100 is trying to predict what Trapler Ross is going to say based on the public narrative. You see, Trapler Ross was about to segue into Loose Cannon having an issue with WACK 100 and 600 discussing Big U's DNA being found under the fingernail of Rayshawn Williams, who's the teen that Big U is being accused of murdering. WACK, being really astute, is understanding that usually when that question is brought up, the first thing people want to know is, WACK is a street dude, 600 is a street dude, why are y'all talking about an open case? WACK already has an answer for that. So WACK is trying to beat him to it. But I don't think Trapler Ross was trying to hold WACK 100 to the fire for that in particular. He was just trying to ask about the Loose Cannon and WACK 100 beef and why they're getting into it so hard, and why the Loose Cannon care about WACK talking about the Big U and the DNA so much.
I knew I couldn't just let him talk about that because they were going to do what they're doing now. So I had to position it so it was on the internet.
So you put it on the internet, or you had
So what I did is, we have a segment on the 100 side of Clubhouse called Murder Mysteries. And I simply sent the girl Tink from Chicago the newspaper clipping from 2021. She was oblivious. So she started running the murder mystery. She's good at it. She'll start reading and digging. She'll come up with all these rabbit hole type scenarios, right? And when she got to certain points of what it may have been, or what is this, or what it may have led up to, when she would break, I played a snippet from the audio we had from the family.
Yeah.
So the snippet I played first said they found his DNA under my brother's nails. And they was like, okay, and I stopped it. And the floor is talking about, okay, well, that could have been whoever this person may have been. So they talk another 20 minutes. And like, well, who could the person have been? So I played the mother saying that they had to track down Big U for a year or so, and the feds forced him to give his DNA.
You can tell by Trapler Ross smirk a little bit. He's not really buying that WACK 100 don't really hate Big U like that, and he only put that out there to warn Big U, not to embarrass Big U. Now, from my perspective, I don't even think WACK needs to explain himself. I feel like where the internet went wrong is the internet has sort of changed up the definition for a lot of things in regards to the streets. The internet will say it's snitching if you talk about an open case, but if you're not involved with the open case, it's not snitching. Snitching to me is you are cooperating with officials to put somebody behind bars. WACK 100 was not involved with the investigation. The family of the deceased told WACK 100 information that he put out. Talking about a police investigation that you have nothing to do with, that's not snitching. You're not cooperating. You're not helping with the investigation. You have nothing to do with the investigation. You're not giving them any clues. You're just discussing it. I don't feel like that's snitching. Because the internet has sort of changed definitions around, WACK 100 felt the need to sort of speak on it and, you know, give a little curveball by saying, I'll put it out.
I kind of agree with that. I'm not going to lie, I do. Because he's not involved. It's dry snitching, though. Because it would have never reached so many, you know, people if it would have just stayed on that. Like, WACK took it and kind of put light to it, which is, you know, it's a good thing. You know, they need to figure out who did that to that young man. And rest in peace to the brother, man. You know, so WACK is, you know, it's just, you know, he's I don't know if he's trying to be a civilian or a gang member. I don't know what it is. You know, because he's not supposed to talk, but he took it, to the internet and made that shit. You feel me? Like, man, I heard the conversation too. She said they was gonna make a raid between the middle of March and the end of March. It's facts. Yeah, relax.
Not because I was happy this was going on. I put it out to warn Big U to save my arch enemy. Now, Trapler Ross will sort of catch WACK 100 off guard when he would position WACK 100 to defend the statement that the police found Big U's DNA under the fingernails of the deceased. Trapler Ross will call WACK out and say that's not true and it's false.
600 hates him, so he's having his fun. But we're warning him. I'm going to be real. If somebody took my DNA a year or so ago, after a year, 18 months, I'm thinking ain't nothing of it. I'm not even thinking that my skin's under about a dude's nails. And I hear the family say they found his DNA under the nails. I hear that. That's going to be alarming to me.
That did turn out to not be completely true, though, right?
No, it was completely
From
true.
the complaint, it said that the DNA that was found, it couldn't confirm that it was Big U, but it couldn't rule it out too. Whereas,
yeah, it was. That's a fact. It came back at first. It was under his nails, and then they said it was inconclusive because apparently it was raining that day, so it was hard to gather evidence and stuff. But traploresross, man, he stood his ground. He embarrassing WACK, making him look like a little boy.
rule out the other individual, right?
No. I don't know where you saw that at.
I really saw it. It said that it wasn't completely confirmed that it's Big U's DNA. That's what I'm saying, and there's still no.
There's no. Listen.
It said it was inconclusive or something like that, right?
So, do you want me to read it out?
Go ahead.
Read out.
Okay, so wait. The DNA profile. So DNA was connected from RW's ankle/sock area, consistent with the direction that RW was dragged into the desert off the highway.
Oh.
The DNA profile obtained was not complete, likely due to the aforementioned inclinement on whether due to the inclement weather on the night of the murder. So the weather and the way that the body was left overnight, I guess in the cold, in the wind or whatever, meant that the DNA profile wasn't able to be completed. So it says analysis of Henley's DNA profile, Big U, was inconclusive such that he could not be excluded as the contributor of the DNA, but it couldn't be confirmed. And Robinson, on the other hand, was excluded as a potential contributor of the DNA. So it was.
Traploresross is correct. Big U's DNA was deemed inconclusive, and it wasn't found under his fingernails. I did see a couple YouTubers, actually did do like full-on videos, and they included that when that wasn't true. Well, WACK 100 attempted to respond back to Traploresross, but Traploresross wasn't budging. So WACK 100 just outright just so he diverted from the DNA to the full court press of Traploresross, and things get really awkward and really tense.
Confirmed,
So
but it couldn't be excluded.
you know who Robinson is?
Robinson.
That's the driver.
Mhm.
That's the driver who told them they drove to LA, picked the kid up, where they took him, and how he was killed. So when you got something that says you're not excluded, well, it could have been you, maybe not. But then you got the dude with you who gave DNA once they brought him in. Big U didn't know it. And they show, you didn't touch the body. That means he's identified Big U as a killer. That's who really told on him.
Well, but all I'm saying is that, from what I understand, the DNA thing, to make the statement Big U's DNA was found under his fingernail.
We didn't make the statement. We just played the recording.
But this is the thing. Do you feel like it's kind of overcooking Big U's involvement? Now, obviously, it's an open case. It's unresolved, right? But the headline of DNA found under fingernails is a little overshooting.
What's the difference?
Yo, listen, Traploresross is absolutely correct because it came back. I don't like Big U. You know what I'm saying? I feel he deserves everything he's getting. You know what I mean? I don't know the man personally, but I just don't like how he get down. But but still, it came back inconclusive, which means it's not under his fingernails, but it don't rule him out because he was the last person with him. They saying it was Eric Holder, allegedly. You hear me? But my resources out in Cali, you know what I mean? They let me know what But man, but it's crazy, man. This is crazy. So for WACK to put that narrative out and then boom, and then it come back like that, it's like he's trying to get that big U.
Because this says it can't confirm it.
Listen. You know I'm allowing you to question me right now, right?
Appreciate it.
Because you did some punk shit the other day. See, the only difference is you usually do what you did the other day sitting over there in London somewhere, right?
Hold up. This nigga is, listen, hold the fuck up. Hit that like button. Yo, WACK 100 is diabolical. He says he did that punk shit just the other day. Yeah, right.
But the headline of DNA found on fingernails is not. It's a little overshooting.
What's the difference in what you did?
Because this says it can't confirm it.
Listen. You know I'm allowing you to question me right now.
I'm allowing you.
Appreciate it.
Because you did some punk shit the other day. See, the only difference is you usually do what you did the other day sitting over there in London somewhere, right? And you're not here, right? It's a lot of places you can't go. You send Adam something as if it was a clip of something I did I wasn't supposed to do.
No, he said, regardless of your opinion on WACK 100, bro, you have to admit, WACK 100 is a master podcaster.
Yo. That shit is hilarious. This nigga said you did some.
100 is a master
podcaster. Off for that nigga.
Man, yo, you see how quickly WACK reversed the odds on traploresross? Yo, traploresross was heating. He was cooking. He was four-court press. Then WACK 100 just flipped the script, and now we forget completely about the DNA conversation. And now we're about to watch traploresross try to scramble out of, hey, WACK, I wasn't doing this maliciously. But do I think that WACK 100 is really upset? No, I don't, bruh. Do I feel like this was kind of like a tactic to sort of,
it seemed like WACK trying to bully traploresross, and then he couldn't bully him, so he still end up subliminal, like, not a threat, but like saying there's places you can't go and shit like that, you know what I mean? Like, what you mean, bro? Hit that like button.
And turn the cards on traploresross when traploresross was trying to press WACK? Yes, and we're about to watch just that take place. Watch traploresross try to explain why what he did was innocent.
That he punked you out with a whole bunch of people, and it had a quote that he attributed to you, but it wasn't an actual video or recording. This was Big U's version of events.
Hold on. You're the receiver. So since you read everything, right? Now tread lightly with this, because I've been telling myself for the last couple minutes not to really do nothing to you because I know what you was trying to do.
Okay.
So
yo. Hey, yo, listen, WACK. Listen, bro. This nigga is going crazy. Yo, hit the fuck subscribe, man. Please, yo. We outside, yo. This is good content right here.
That he attributed to you, but it wasn't an actual video or recording. This was Big U's version of events.
Hold on. You're the receiver. So since you read everything, right? Now tread lightly with this. Because I've been telling myself for the last couple minutes not to really do nothing to you because I know what you was trying to do.
Okay.
So since you so thorough, did you read what Big U said he did to me? No, either you gonna play smart or dumb. Did you read it?
Yes. Can I say one thing?
What did you
Can I say one thing in my defense first?
That's the bullshit and the real shit.
It's him on a wiretap bragging to somebody else, possibly.
Right.
Right?
But you sent it like it was real.
On this originally and said begging. I never said begging.
But you sent it like it was real.
I was just reading what you sent me.
That's the part he's mad about, the begging. I never said that.
What I'm saying, though, the part I'm mad about is you act like we cool. You just send it to me and say, WACK, what's up with this? You did the bad shit you do, but they just can't catch you. So I'm here to let you know as a man, you's a bitch ass.
Yo, see, WACK is mad that he exposed that without talking to Adam first. That he exposed the fact that it's in paperwork that Big U and his folks and them pressed him, and he feed me. He ain't want that to get out to the motherfucking masses. You hear me? That's why he turned up, y'all. Listen, that's why he turned up, because White Boy said, listen, hold up, man, you in this paperwork. And you begging, you telling, yo, I'm with my family, I'm doing da-da-da-da. The world don't know this. The internet, the YouTube streets don't know this shit. So it takes WACK 100 gangsterism from up here, and all the way down there. Yeah. TraploresRoss, man, shout out to you, man.
I don't mad about it. You act like we cool. You just send it to me and say, WACK, what's up with this?
Back.
Send it like it was real.
Hold on, I gotta bring it back. My fault, y'all. But this is.
Did you read what Big Q said?
He did to me? The white bull.
No, either you gonna play smart or dumb. Did you read it?
Yes. Can I say one thing?
What did you
can I say one thing in my defense first?
That's the bullshit and the real shit.
It's him on a wiretap bragging to somebody else, possibly.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. But you sent it like it was real.
On this originally and said begging. I never said begging.
But you sent it like it was real.
I was just reading what you sent me.
That's the part he's mad about, the begging. I never said that.
What I'm saying, though, the part I'm mad about is you act like we cool. You just send it to me and say, WACK, what's up with this? You did the bad shit you do, but they just can't catch you. So I'm here to let you know as a man, you's a bitch ass nigga for that.
No, he's not. Because all he was doing was showing me
because
a page from the biggest news of the day.
Adam, you gotta understand, right? Listen to this. Because Adam and WACK have a relationship, TraploresRoss is Adam 22's guest. So is Vlad, so is Academics, and Remo, the fake Remo. I'm the real Remo's Reactions TV. That's why he can't do nothing with the name. You feel me? But that's another story. My shit REEMOS. You feel me? But Adam is defending TraploresRoss because he's actually right. WACK is diverting and trying to, deflect on how he presented the information that he had instead of talking to him first, and then and all that. So that's what's sparking this. This is hilarious. Hold on.
Oh, he's mad about the beggar. I never said that.
What I'm saying, though, the part I'm mad about is you act like we cool. You just send it to me and say, WACK, what's up with this?
You didn't send it to me.
You did the bad shit you do, but they just can't catch you. So I'm here to let you know as a man, you's a bitch ass nigga for that.
No, he's not. Because all he was doing was showing me a page from the biggest news of the day that my podcast co-host just so happens to be named in.
This is not public.
I don't even think WACK cares about.
WACK is trying to run his move and it's not working. That's the thing. And that's what everybody has to understand. Like, it didn't work. So now he done started some chaos in the motherfucker. Straight up. Hold up.
You did the bad shit you do, but they just can't catch you. So I'm here to let you know as a man, you's a bitch ass nigga for that.
No, he's not. Because all he was doing was showing me
because
you heard Adam come to his defense.
News of the day that my podcast co-host just so happens to be named in.
This is not public.
I don't even think WACK cares about none of this, bro. WACK is pressing TraploresRoss just for fun. All right, WACK is making TraploresRoss uncomfortable. Full court pressing him for the sake of
for the love of content.
For fun. Do I feel like WACK truly cares that TraploresRoss sent Adam a slew of screenshots and one of the screenshots included something about him? No, I don't. And if I'm wrong and WACK does care about it, then I feel like it's unfair, right? Because TraploresRoss sent Adam a slew of screenshots. Adam chose to read one of the screenshots that included WACK. Right? I don't feel like TraploresRoss is obligated to send WACK the screenshot because, one, TraploresRoss is probably thinking WACK already read this, right? Like, WACK 100 read this already. WACK 100 is one of the first people who was able to obtain the full indictment. So WACK 100 already...
That's absolutely true because it's like WACK got all the access to everything. The only reason why WACK is upset is because the white boy came on there and low key like pulled the rug from under his legs, and he fell and hit his fucking medulla oblongata on the end of the table. Can you hear me? You gotta relax. That's why he's mad, bro. The nigga mad because that was information, like I just said, that nobody knew about. WACK always talking shit about Big U, and I'm not defending Big U. I don't, like I say, man, I'm none of that, but nobody knew that. The internet ain't know that. And instead of taking that information, which WACK saying why you ain't talk to me first before you brung that to the show with Adam 22, why you ain't like Adam didn't know he was gonna ask that. Bring that shit up because it's in the paperwork. He thought he had the shit already. You got everybody else's paperwork. That's why he heated.
He knows what's going on. So sending it to WACK 100 wouldn't make sense, right? That's first thing. And the second thing is this, bro. Hey, listen, man. If you and Adam is already talking about the indictment, I don't feel like he's obligated to send it to WACK first before sending it to Adam. You feel me? Now, I don't know how cool traploresross and WACK is, but I wouldn't say they're best of friends. Now, I may be wrong, but I wouldn't say they're like best friends, right? I feel like they're cool. They have a very cordial relationship, but them being best of friends to where he's obligated, I don't think so. But Adam would try his best to defend traploresross, understanding the awkward position that traploresross is currently in. traploresross, for the most part, don't have any smut on his name on the internet.
Get something on you.
Yeah.
Who the first person I'm sending it to?
Of course, you gonna hit me about it. But wait.
But you send it to me too. You tried to send it to bro as if it was exposing me to something.
Yeah, this is
that's
like you
what
got
you
a show
think.
together, and
I'm gonna be real.
But what did I send you before that? I sent you in there too. No jumper. First thing I sent you was no jumper.
You're reading through it. You're
and then
sending me
another thing
a couple of different things that seem
it's 107 pages. Bozo.
And he sent me
you
two.
chose to send him that.
But you were on the phone live busy, so I knew you were on the phone.
No, that's
you were live, watching live, and I said to him,
the news
at that moment.
It's 107 pages, right? And out of 107 pages,
Black guy
there's some
exposed.
crazy stuff in that content. You chose to send him that, so you thought you was isolating WACK on some bull. That's what you thought.
That was
Keep
my
it real.
intention. That was
I
my
want
intention.
the boy in you to tell the truth.
Nah, that wasn't my intention at all.
So what was your intention?
The real talk, I was reading through it. I see that section.
You see how it feels to really. You see how it feels to really be in front of the people you talking about and playing with.
No, I hear it.
It feel your life. I hear.
He does that all the time.
No, he don't. No, he don't.
Oh yeah, he does.
Man, that dude get caught in certain places. He know it. He in certain places. While you get up and go to Chicago, yeah, boy.
What I'm doing is worse than what he's doing.
No,
He's not even putting any of them
with him. They don't fuck with dude because they feel like he's a foreigner and he's stirring shit up.
Nah, they love him for
that. No.
I've seen it. He's in here all the time.
They do love him for that.
You know the difference.
They're all geeked up to take photos with him.
Yo, listen. traploresross, even though he's from over there, he does a great job. And whenever there's controversy with Tay Savage or whatever, he takes it down. If there's, you know what I mean? I ain't saying I agree with his shit, you know, because it's still promoting negativity in the black culture. But, you know, everybody, you know, there's a lot of YouTubers out here that do the same shit. He just from across them waters. So WACK, you feel me? Like, he just pulled WACK. Like, he literally, that nigga was walking on the rug, and that nigga, it kind of like, you know, when the motherfucker about to sit down and you pull the chair from under him and then he fall on his ass. You know, that's what he just did to WACK 100. And this is why he just embarrassed this nigga. Shout out to my man JDTV, because he told me this shit earlier. He told me to watch this motherfucker, man.
No, listen, let me tell you something. If they catch dude.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel bad for traploresross, man, because this was supposed to be like the kings of comedies coming together, kind of like how the king of comedy came together. They united. They're supposed to be kind of like the kings of the culture, the kings of independent hip-hop media coming together and sort of, you know, give opinions on the culture. You know, it kind of...
Listen, man, I'm going to end it on that, man. Shout out to Poetic Flacco, man. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe. Yo, get down in the comments. Do y'all think WACK 100 was right? Was he wrong? Did traploresross? I think he stood his ground firm. And, you know, it is what it is, man. It's just hilarious, yo. Like, this is crazy shit, man. Peace, love, man. We out. See till next time.